Hello and welcome to episode 2 of season 2. Today I am joined by the wonderful Pastor Gladys. From kitchen choices to life choices, let's see what happens when wisdom meets the mystery box. Let's get cooking. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for accepting this.
Yes.
And I'm so sorry, but it's too late. You can't run away. You can't get out of here.
We could add a twist to it. The run away cook.
No, sorry, not in this kitchen. But really, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about the wisdom nuggets that you're about to drop. And of course, the fun that we're about to have with the food.
The mystery food, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, today's really about choices. From the utensils options, you're going to have to pick one of 2. And so you're going to use a total of 5 utensils. Okay? So, I'll give you an option for each, and you can only pick one. Whatever you decide, we lock it.
Okay.
Once it's locked, you cannot negotiate. You cannot switch. You must use only those ones.
I wish this was supposed to be fun.
It's fun. It's fun. And then if you want to switch, you can do a trade for one of your mystery box ingredients.
Okay.
It depends really what's in there.
Okay.
But before we get into the mystery box, I'd really like us to just have a very brief conversation. Who is Gladys beyond the public perception? Who's Gladys when the wig is off, when the eyelashes are off? And just for us to have somebody that is very vulnerable, and please let us into your space.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, first things first. The very obvious question, who's Gladys?
Gladys is just this girl who grew into so many seasons, trying to figure a lot of things out. I think I've spent a lot of my life navigating my different seasons, second guessing myself a lot of the time, overthinking a lot of things like today, but also really just enjoying the seasons as well, finding courage to try new things, doing a lot of learning. But I'm very much of a girl's girl. Yes, I'm a girl's girl. I love to get help. Actually, love languages. My love language is acts of service. Acts of service, yes.
Okay.
Any day,
As it should be, yes.
As it should be, but gifts are nice as well. But acts of service any day. I love the support that I have around me. Yeah, I like to be spoiled, taken care of.
Like somebody is able to take your car for service, you don't have to do that yourself.
100%.
Okay, I'll remember to do that. Does it matter that it's another female?
Doesn't matter. Right now I need fitness on my car. I could do it myself, but I would rather not.
Of course.
So that's me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have taken notes.
That's me.
Okay. So outside of what everybody would like to get from Gladys, we all have a human side, a human aspect, What version of yourself would you like the world to see when they don't want to get anything from you?
And they don't want to get anything from me.
Yeah, when they're not looking for Pastor Gladys, when they're not looking for a leader, a mentor, and all of those things.
Yeah.
What version would you like somebody to maybe even to see for the first time?
I think one of the things with me is that I have lived, my ministry is framed around vulnerability, in terms of I want people to get the real work done. So I'm trying to think of what side of me have I not exposed to the public that I would like them to see. I think I would like them to see the side of me that enjoys my own space.
Okay.
Yes. I think that
if your own problems.
well, yeah, get 2 minutes.
Of course.
But that's a new development for me. I think I'm trying to embrace more rest. Just more me time, more processing time, more of like, I'm not doing anything important, but I'm just going to do nothing like for hours. And there's going to be no productivity out of it, and it's absolutely fine. So I like my leisure and comfort a lot. So like if the world zoomed into my private space, they would see how I set up a whole stage around my comfort, what I do with my pillows, the socks that I wear, and how it is that, but also just like I would have my coffee on this side and everything, so that I don't have to come out of my my space of comfort. And I think that also some of my vulnerability that perhaps the world doesn't see in its fullness is how I also allow myself to lean a little bit more into my tears when they need to come.
Of course.
Because I think I spent a lot of time, not really having enough time to attend to myself. Like there was always something to do. There was always something to attend to, important work to do. So I think now just discovering what it looks like for me to lean a little bit more into the things that I still need to heal from, like really know that the door is there, and then allowing myself to open the door and what that looks like, and be okay to lean into like, okay, what's really going on with you? Like, do you need a vacation? All the time. All the time. Like, do you need to maybe just excuse yourself from that meeting? Do you maybe need to ask for someone to take on another task for you? Do you maybe need to say no to certain things? And
So do you think there's certain people that have allowed you to be this version that you just described? Or are you kind of expected to be the version that must show up all the time, away from your space as you have just described? Do you think there's people that are gracious enough to allow this version?
You.
Oh yeah, yes. I know everybody needs it.
Yeah,
I need to.
Yeah, there's been you over the years saying, you know what? Like, I will name some stuff, but there's been you saying, you know what? Just do a destination something,
Yes, and I insist.
Just go away. But I must say I am surrounded by people that really do love me, and honestly, again, I think that there's a lot of imperfection in love, in that sometimes love is so committed to the point of sometimes you love someone so much that you also demonstrate your fears for what could go wrong, and then that takes away a lot of permissions. So I'm very much conscious of the fact that there are a lot of people who do love me. So I think for me, it has been more to do with the permission I give myself rather than the permission people were willing to give me, because I think the hardest times for me that I've struggled with taking a break or saying no to certain things have been the times that I felt obligated, and I had to question, like, what does it mean for me to be so committed to healing and grief recovery and not show up for the person who is falling apart in that moment? Am I still a good pastor if I'm not visiting everybody in the church when they should be visited, when I'm not participating in the family group like I should be, and just allowing myself to become who I'm supposed to be in this season, negotiate what I need to let go of, what I need to keep, what I need to do differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I came across something not too long ago, and it did raise so many questions for myself, and perhaps I'd like to have you experience the same. Do you think if you lost your memory today, and somebody needs to reintroduce you to yourself, do you think you have a particular person or people that know you that well, that they'll give you the true and real version of yourself? Do you have such
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
I'm like wondering if it is one person,
Okay.
or if I would have to pick up different pieces of myself from different people. I think so. But you know, hear who they are? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So my sisters.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sisters. I think that I thrive a lot from sibling therapy. And my sisters were like my first best friends. They're the people that have been with me through a lot of the seasons in my life, and I think that they kind of know me pretty well.
Do you have some of your sisters here, or are you?
No,
sisters?
No.
Okay. So I'll tell you now then that there's a version. So I'd like to believe that we have different versions of ourselves depending on the different people that God has placed in our lives.
Yeah.
Right. And that triggered a very tough realization for myself. And I was really asking myself, definitely it's not one, it's not two.
Yeah.
But different people know me differently.
Yeah.
And so if you were to be given an opportunity to just pick two people,
yeah.
Do you think the two would reintroduce you back to yourself? Like, do you think two is enough? And I ask because I know that your sisters are not around.
Yeah.
And so there's a version that you're expressing currently while you're back here.
Yeah, you're right.
That I'd like to then say it's not only your sisters. So then there'll be that gap if we restrict it to your sisters.
Yeah.
However, given an opportunity to bring in maybe 2 or 3, do you think that's sufficient to find yourself again?
Honestly, with me, it might take a little more than 2 or 3.
Okay.
But I can definitely see my children.
Okay.
In that.
Okay.
Because I guess my children know the side of me that panics.
And just
that teaches straight
the counter
and panics and like wants their location and once the license registration number of the vehicle they're in, they know that side of me.
They don't know it and they have to say, okay.
Yes. And I think like when I think about my kids, they've learned how to handle that side of me well enough graciously. So yeah, I think it's a side a lot of people don't know. And then of course, you know, I mean, I've had people come into my life. I'm so privileged to have Doc Brown in my life, who now knows a version of me as well. More of the girly side. So little pieces of myself, I think, sit with many different people.
Okay.
Is that okay though? Is that?
Yes. I personally think that's normal.
Yeah.
So yes, certainly okay. Yeah. Maybe the other thing that I'd like to know is how you manage to be very vulnerable. Because I personally think that vulnerability today is a luxury that many of us can't quite afford. It costs more than we think. It actually does. How do you manage to still be very vulnerable? Because I think it still remains a risk.
Yeah, absolutely. I think vulnerability has like a number of moving pieces around it.
Okay.
I think there's the vulnerability that is particularly very difficult for me is the part of my vulnerability that has other people's vulnerabilities in it. The story that I cannot tell completely without involving or exposing somebody else. I think that's the difficult one to tell. But apart from that, I think my commitment to just process and doing the real work for me has been like, it's allowed for me to step into that vulnerability. I guess also the wisdom in leadership is what we do with that vulnerability. So in leadership, I think about, okay, how can I be vulnerable enough for the people that look up to me to be able to learn what my healing process looks like in my vulnerability. So it also matters how I tell my story, like what parts of it I tell, you know, so I can, I remember one of my Facebook posts that got a lot of reactions and people reaching out was one way. I think having, been married for so many years, and any time that I was changing into, something that needed help, where I needed help with my zip or my buttons or my shoe, I had somebody on standby to always do that, and then suddenly trying to put on a dress that I really wanted to wear, and I just could not reach for that zip. Oh, and I remember having that experience of like, oh my gosh, is this what it's come down to? I literally now cannot zip my zip. And I remember just curling onto the floor and crying. And when I wrote that post, I thought, okay, wait, do I really want to talk about curling up onto the floor? And I felt okay to do it, because I guess for me, the purpose behind vulnerability is to say that if another woman can know that this happens to Gladys, and she can still win in certain areas, that when it happens to her, she will not write herself off. She'll know that people who help other people also curl up on the floor and cry because they can't get their zip up, closed and the like. So I guess the purpose behind that vulnerability has been the thing that says, what, just do it.
Yeah. There's many people that need that kind of openness to know that it's okay to just, like you said, curl up and cry.
Yeah.
Well, of course, our luxuries are different from woman to woman, considering the person that you are, from the person next door.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we get into the meat of the conversation. Okay. It's not cooking time yet. Hold your breath. Like meat. Meat of the conversation. Yeah. So you have worked very hard. Built such a strong brand for yourself, and you have built that brand around your marital surname, which is Paswani.
Yes.
Now you have met somebody,
and
I sit and just ask myself, how are you having to navigate, considering how hard you have worked for yourself around the Paswani brand? But now there's somebody different in your life.
Now we're dealing with colors.
Yeah, so how's that supposed to work? How's that going? What are your thoughts about all of that?
That's actually one of my most asked questions, like, are you going to change your surname? So honestly, it's not something that I have intentionally thought about.
Okay.
And I'm not, no pun intended, I'm not married to a name, so to speak. Like, I'm open to keeping a name, changing a name. I would love to honor my husband by carrying his name, and I'm absolutely fine to do that. I know that everything that has been built, that has brought me to this point, is still being built, and I honestly feel like people will probably still call me what they prefer to call me. Some people now already, by the way, we are still in a process. So yes, have met someone new, but still navigating the dynamics of what it means to come together oceans apart. And so I guess that's been like what's preoccupied my mind now, navigating all of that. And then I guess the details around names and stuff like that, they'll come together. Okay. But I don't feel like I would be losing anything catastrophic if I added a name, kept a name, dropped a name. Honestly, like, I think I'm Gladys.
Of course.
I'm actually Muta. Is my more affectionate name, because that defines everything that I am as a girl and a woman.
What is Muta?
50. It means many things. It means kindness, mercy, grace, and favor. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So let's see how that. Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
I think I'm more committed to who I become than the name that I carry.
Of course. like I said, for me, really, it's mostly because the brand has been created.
Right.
And part of the brand is what you are called.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, hence my asking, how are we supposed to navigate?
Yeah.
In this case, how are you
Yeah.
supposed to navigate? There's the Paswani, now there's the brown. But okay, I can only wish you well.
Thank you. I'll come to you for a chat about that.
With that, a lot of ladies and women today are rising the corporate ladder, building personal brands, and of course we do understand the importance of having a brand. And like I said, it all begins with what are you calling yourself? Would you have any advice against starting a brand or strengthening a brand using a Merito name? Would you suggest just use your first name or an initial? What are your thoughts around somebody creating a brand using their Merito surname?
Okay, I want to say this before I really get to your question more directly.
Okay.
I think that the strongest brand any person will ever have is who they are as a person. The legacy they build on a day-to-day basis based on the choices they make to show up for people, what part of them they're willing to share with people, the sacrifices they make, the things that care about, their faith, the extent to which they are willing to manifest their God-given purpose. I think that who we are precedes our name in many, many ways. And then when it comes to really building the brand, like, do I want to be called Mota? Do I want to be called Gladys? Do I want to be called Berewa, Paswani? And I think that a lot of people will name us themselves based on how we relate with them. Interestingly, I think that my strongest brand in terms of name is Mom.
Of course.
I mean, I will train in some corporate space and somebody will be like, hey Mom, it's not a name I asked for. And honestly, it was not my preferred name, because I kind of felt like, look, I don't want to disrespect people's mothers or to be seen to occupying space, that has a lot of credibility and equity around it. But I think it's what people recognized in me. So I would say, first of all, before you even think about like what that name would look like, it's a good idea to step back and say, what is the name that I have been given? Like those that have been called to serve. Who do they, when I manifest my purpose, what am I giving them? Are they seeing a sister? Then if they seeing a sister, hey, call me Gladys. Like, I'm your sister Gladys, here to have this conversation with you. But otherwise, I think that if it comes down to, what am I going to put in my graphics? I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with putting a person's married name. Honestly, I think that I'm a big believer in all or nothing. Like, if you're going to be married, like, be married and don't plan for an exit. Don't let the name make you plan for an exit. But of course, having said that, like I said, it's always going to be each thing on its own merit, because there are people who some have built careers ahead of their marriages and they are already known by their maiden names because, they've practiced and they've been referred to that way. So I guess the answer is each to their own.
Okay. Fair enough. See, truth is today, of course, nobody really ever starts out on a marriage with the expectation that they'll lose a spouse, or go through a divorce, the marriage fails, or for whatever reason. But of course, it's becoming more and more common to see that a brand has been built. And of course, I do agree that the brand is beyond what you are called. But like I said, as you're putting yourself out there, and this is before service, this is before people have come to experience what you have to offer. You're putting out this name that will then introduce you to them even before the service. But like I said, of course, today there's a rise of people not being together as they started out, you know? And so that is what led me to think, what would be your thought around, should you start out, like in my case, for instance, I went to university, and as I have upgraded my university documents and whatnot, you know, and of course there's some husbands that will insist on signing an affidavit just so that you can have that on. But like you have rightfully said, it's to each his own.
Each his own. And I think, like you say, okay, the rise of marriage is not working out, and I guess people now do have to think about, like, oh my gosh,
and it should really never be the case.
It should not be the case, but I think that what we can do with that is, if people become conscious of the fact that, hey, there are so many factors that could work against this. Like, if people are conscious that this marriage might not work, then I think you want to do the thing that will make it work. Do you know what I mean? We know the vulnerabilities that our society now has. So marriage is still a perfect gift from God, but the conditions that it has to navigate or survive in, I guess maybe a little bit more harsh. So what do couples need to do? Maybe reinforce that marriage, strengthen it.
Don't get them.
Yes, do what you got to do to preserve it. But I also think that we also then have to be very careful not to then start to build structures that will accommodate it not working out.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So
for fear of just the name.
For fear of just the name. Yeah. And I mean, for those who find themselves in situations where maybe, you lost a husband to death, there's been a divorce, whatever, you can rebuild. You can rebuild. I'm a firm believer that no one starts from scratch. We start from where we left off.
Okay.
So we're gonna make it.
I'm letting that sink in. Okay. All right. Thank you. It's been good chatting.
Yeah.
And I think now we can move on to the next segment. So like I said already, today is about choices. And so we're going to get into utensils now that you're going to have to choose from.
Okay.
So you have 5 options. You have 5 seconds to make a decision. You cannot sit on the fence.
Okay. Can I consult with you?
No.
No? Okay.
You have 5 seconds. You will not have time to consult.
Okay.
I promise you. So we do utensils choices now. You cannot switch. And don't try to negotiate with your puppy eyes, because it will not work here. The act of service not over here. And so once you have picked whichever 5, that's locked. Okay. We move and we will then reveal what you're cooking. So the option to choosing from is before you know what you're cooking.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Are we ready? You have 5 seconds on each.
Okay.
Please help me keep the time. 5 seconds. And 5 seconds only. Are you ready? Okay, so on 1, you have an air fryer or oven?
Oven,
locked.
Locked, okay.
Okay, you have a wooden spoon or a silicone spatula?
Silicone is a plastic one?
Kinda, yeah.
Wooden spoon. Wait, oh my gosh, that is tough. Okay, let's go with the wooden spoon, spatula.
Okay.
Wooden spoon.
You've done more than 5 seconds. Come on.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, so is it spatula, is it wooden spoon? 1, 2, 3.
Wooden spoon.
Good. Then you have a zester or a grater? Grater. And then you have parchment paper or foil paper?
Foil paper, because I'm not in the oven.
Okay. A knife or a kitchen scissors?
Knife.
Okay. So, are those locked? Can I bring out your utensils? So you have selected an oven over an air fryer. You selected a knife over a kitchen scissors. You selected a grater over a zester. You selected a wooden spoon over a silicone spatula, and foil over parchment paper. Yeah? Okay, and with that, we are locked. So the pantry is open to you. The spice rack, everywhere, everything is open to you. We have more spices in there. We have some spices over here. The herb garden outside is open. However, what's in here should be the star of the dish.
Okay.
So you don't have to use everything.
Okay.
But we should be able to get the hero of the dish from here. Okay. Please have fun with the cooking. I'm here to help, not to help cook. So I will pass on your utensils if you need me to bring your pot, to get water,
Chops and stuff.
no chopping. So you're not using any countertops in this case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe you'd like to have the oven preheated. Well, depends. Maybe you're baking a carrot cake.
No?
Okay, so
in that case, the driveway must be open as well.
So are we ready? Perhaps let me bring out your utensils first.
Okay. For some reactions.
No.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. 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 Pepper.
That's your sweet mustard.
Sweet mustard, which I've never used before. Butternut.
Did you ask for a knife?
Is our friend.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We have sardines, lemon, and a pear.
I have broccoli.
Oh, I have access to the fridge as well.
Yes, you do. The full kitchen. I have a bit of green beans.
I can't say I know what knife to use for what. Oh, okay. Are these, I haven't used those before.
Sorry, can I just put them in? So you have some rolls in here. Okay,
is this going to be like top and bottom?
Yes.
Yep. Music will be good. I can just rinse all of this in here, right?
Yes, sure. Let me wash it for you. Let me
Okay.
wash it for you. Do what you have to do.
So how does it feel watching an amateur?
Great.
And you're like, no, that's not how you do it.
You just said to me that you've never cooked it half. Do you know what you're doing with the vegetables yet? You're still very good on time. You have 21 minutes.
I don't know what to do with that purple cabbage.
You don't have to use it.
Put these in water and in the oven, right? So what do I need for that? Do you have white onion?
Yes, I do.
Maybe I can serve my vegetables on the side.
Yes, you actually didn't need your vegetables. Remember, the sardines are pre-cooked, so throw them in at the end.
Yes. But can I put in some of the oil? Or should...
Yes, you can put some of the oil from them. Oops. So are your pears like a dessert?
Yes.
Okay. This chef has used 3 chopping boards. Interesting.
Yes. I am very messy. I'm thinking about garnishing my stuff. I know there's probably some knife skill.
You're not doing too bad. Okay. It's a pear bath.
A pear what?
A pear bath. Pear yogurt bath.
Okay. Put some walnuts in.
You're not ready for what's coming. It's a bad butternut. But we're getting there.
It's still not done?
The end is not.
Oh.
Being underestimated or being overlooked?
Being underestimated. Gives you an opportunity.
Of course.
For a comeback I never expected.
Okay.
I think being overlooked robs us of so many opportunities.
Yeah, there's no place to quite express.
Yeah.
Keeping peace or being right?
Keeping peace.
Despite what the piece looks like?
I think.
Or the thought behind the piece?
Yes. I mean, peace is going to help you navigate.
What do you need?
I just wanted to clean this up. Oh, clean up the plate. What was it again? Peace or?
Peace or being right? Moving it back.
Unfortunately, there's no trophy for being right.
Okay, so if the piece in this moment is a mind, okay, let me just clean it up.
Okay.
If it's a mind that thinks negatively of you,
I think even when we do our best, we don't really have control over how people think,
perceive
what people think. I think peace is a state that allows for you to still move on in chaos, in crisis, in judgment, in frustration. When we can own our own peace, I think there's a lot that comes out of it.
Are we ready to dive in?
Voila.
There you go.
You better go first.
I like that we went above and beyond. We made drinks too.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, please tell us about your dish, Gladys.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have
Firstly, how was it?
a lot of pressure to begin with. But I think that once I figured it out, honestly, a lot of stuff was figured out towards the end. But good challenge.
What was the most pressure of all your ingredients?
The butternut. The butternut took a little bit longer than I thought it would to get ready. And my vision of it was maybe a bit of a hard outer shell, but I think I like how it's come out.
Okay.
Sardines, I have only ever known sardines as the very desperate meal you have when you don't have time to cook and that you kind of eat out of a can. So I didn't know how to, like how we were going to give it some integrity, like
And you
help
have.
it to come to the table. Yeah, so it ended up in a stir fry. Amazing oil that brought it in a lot of flavor and texture to it.
Okay. You have pretty much used everything from the mystery box. The only thing you haven't used is your red cabbage,
Yeah.
and you have added even more than what was in the box. Like all your vegetables from the stir fry, your green beans, your carrot.
The pear. Oh, the pear. I've only ever seen cooked pear, poached pear, is that what you call it?
Yeah, poached.
In magazines, and I actually have never tasted a poached pear.
All right.
Yes, so it was interesting to.
So how then did you know to use cinnamon?
Well, I think
Because it's like the best and safest way for a poached pear.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, must have been revelation.
Clearly.
So I have my cooking friends are onion, garlic.
Clearly, because I
Yes.
can see how much onion you use.
Yes, lots of onion. Can't go wrong with garlic. No such thing as too much garlic, and cinnamon.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense why. The garlic, the garlic when you started, because the first thing you put in was the carrot and the green beans. And I like that you allowed the carrot to cook first, then the green beans. That was smart.
Yeah.
But also the garlic with the margarine in the carrot. I really wish everybody could smell what we're smelling in the
Right?
kitchen. Yes,
Yeah.
because it smells so good.
Yeah.
Also, I like that you asked for vegetables. Initially, I didn't think you needed them. But the stir fry,
Yeah.
you certainly made very good use of your kitchen.
Yeah, thank you. I felt like the vegetables were going to help make the dish look good as well, because a picture of butternut, orange and sardines, I was struggling with that.
Okay, I think you have done very well. I think you really have done very well. Yeah. So let's dig in and decide. And also,
Yes.
I mean, we didn't ask for a drink, but you brought us one. So
I experimented
done.
with the mocktails some years ago.
right.
I had guests to entertain, and I wanted to give them something that looked pretty. So I dabbled around with a few mocktails for some years. So I thought, hey, let's make it look good.
Well done. Well done. I can't wait to dig in. So here is the moment of whether we decide to trash or to plate. So we've plated already. So are we keeping the plate or are we trashing it? Ready? Is this the dessert? What goes first? Is it a starter? Are there any rules to your plates? What should I have first?
The only rule is don't trash it.
Well,
Yeah, so start with this and then
I hope
you
it's
can
worth keeping.
move. The dessert is not very sweet.
Okay.
So maybe start with this. We keep your palate clean and then go to
Okay.
dessert. I was going to put the mustard in there, but changed
you
my
did
mind
that.
about
Okay.
that.
No comments yet. carrot is perfectly cooked.
Okay. And then I've
Your
probably
peppers
got a
have
little
got,
bit-
they've got the right flavor from the sardines. Also, you could have easily put the sardines straight from the can, but you had a very clever way of doing it.
It also gave us a nice, like, crispy top to it. Not very visible here, but
Are you ready to go?
sounds.
I'm not giving any comments yet.
Turn the sounds into words.
You want to try? Over to you.
I'm curious about the sardines. Could have put a bit of salt maybe.
On the sardines,
Mm-hmm.
a bit of salt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The flavor was quite strong with the oil.
Which I think made it perfect. I can't really try the pear. I'll tell you for sure that the yogurt with the cinnamon and the cinnamon sugar.
And the roasted.
I haven't tried the walnuts yet. Just tried I haven't tried the pear either. What do you think?
Love it.
The knife goes in very well into the pear. I wish.
I was
Can you
worried
see
about.
that?
Is that good?
Looks good. I love the cinnamon sugar and the toasted walnuts. Definitely, that's
Toasted walnuts were definitely a hit.
this is the star of the dish.
Yay.
And this is what you thought you got wrong.
Yes. The first time ever cooked. Okay.
Healthy dessert too. But let's go back here.
Okay.
Now that's salted. So what do you think?
Well, it was what I did not want in a mystery box.
What did you
I was
want in your
hoping
mystery
for
box?
chicken. You can't go wrong with chicken and potatoes. But it turned out pretty good. I would eat the meal.
No lie.
I would eat the meal.
Truth? You have gotten it right. So we keep the plate. Well done.
This was fun.
I'm glad. Honestly, I like the butternut has a good salt and lemon to it, but it's balancing off very well. The crunch from the vegetables, the acidity of whatever is in the
Sardines.
no, in the butternut. Yeah, the acidity from the lemon.
Right.
The sardines, I like the oil. Honestly, I like it
too.
But it's the peppers perfectly infused with that seed oil. So that's great. But what we have here, this my recipe book.
Yay! Think I should change careers?
I think you should.
Probably only make the one dessert.
I think you
That
should.
was fun.
I wasn't sure about the yogurt. But I promise you, with the cinnamon sugar and the toast, the crunch from the walnuts. Let's see what I can do with this. Also, I don't like walnuts.
Really?
No, I don't.
Well, roasting them was a good idea because it gave it nice crunch.
The sweet is very well balanced. It's not too. It's not sweet. It's not too sweet. It's good.
Did you like it?
This I love. So well done, girl. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good. Okay, so before we go, of everything we've done today, what bit has been your favorite? That's one. If somebody was wanting to take one thing of what we've done today, from conversation, food, everything, what's the one thing that you want somebody to remember?
It would be try something new, try something challenging, and if I can just tell you that this for me was part of my healing journey. I have not deliberately cooked or tried new things for many, many years. It just seemed like there was no one to cook for. So this opened up a beautiful memory of the thing I've always loved to do, to cook. And so thank you for the experience.
Pleasure. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show.